Sin theta and cos theta we had already calculated. So we're going to calculate tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but the ratio of the perpendicular and the base.
Yes.
And the perpendicular here is, if you consider the right angle triangle, the perpendicular here is PM and the base here is OM. So you can write this as PM by OM. So PM here I have calculated this to be, or MP I have calculated this to be 9 units, and base here is 12. So PM or MP is 9 and base here is 12. So you cancel this, you get 3 by 4. What you must note here is tan, since tan is the ratio of sine and cos. Once you have got sine and cos, you can calculate tan theta also in the following manner. Tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta. Even if you're not using perpendicular by base ratio, you can use that tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta. And sine theta we had calculated as 3 by 5, and cos theta we calculated as 4 by 5. So this 5 and 5 will cancel. So you ultimately get 3 by 4. Tan can also be calculated in this manner. But for the time being, we'll stick to this method. Okay. And the fourth ratio that we had to calculate here, according to this question, cot theta we had to calculate. So cot theta, we know the reciprocal relation that cot theta is the reciprocal of tan. So tan, value of tan is 3 by 4. So put 3 by 4. So this clearly becomes 4 by 3. So what you see here is for cot theta, I don't have to know which one is perpendicular, which one is my base. I can simply use cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. Next one is sec theta. Sec is the reciprocal of cos. And cos we have got here, the value of cos we have got here as 4 by 5. So put 4 by 5, we get 5 by 4. 6. The last one is cosec theta. You know cosec is the reciprocal of sine. And sine, the value of sine we have got here as 3 by 5. So this becomes 5 by 3. Okay. So I've calculated all the ratios, all the 6 ratios that are there, I have calculated here. Okay, so this is the end of this problem. We now move on to the next problem. From the figure given below, find the values of sin A, cos A, tan A, cosec square minus cot square A. Let me just draw this right angle triangle once again. The right angle triangle in this case okay. So here you have A, B, C, where the right angle is given to you as here. At B is your right angle. AB, the length of AB is given as 12 centimeter. The length of BC is given as 5 centimeter. And you have to calculate all the ratios. Now, if you see from this problem, we must first identify the hypotenuse. So opposite to the right angle will be a hypotenuse. So clearly AC is my hypotenuse. Okay. Now the question rises, which one is my perpendicular? See, perpendicular, which one is the perpendicular will depend on your angle that is given. See, in all these cases, we are talking about angle A. Okay, angle A, sine A, cos A. So that means here, this is my angle that I am talking about. Okay, this is my angle theta actually. Okay, instead of writing theta, they have written A. Okay, so this is the angle theta. So that means which one become my perpendicular? In this case, this BC becomes my BC becomes my perpendicular in this case. Okay, and this is my hypotenuse. and the only side that is left here is AB. This become my base. Okay. So now we are going to proceed with the calculation. The first one, sin A is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So here in this case, which is my perpendicular? BC is my perpendicular, and hypotenuse is AC. So BC by AC, the length of BC is 5 centimeter. And before that, what I forgot was to calculate the length of the hypotenuse. So let us calculate the length of the hypotenuse first. Then I will calculate the ratios. So how will you calculate the length of the hypotenuse? By Pythagoras theorem once again. So in triangle ABC, hypotenuse square AC square is equal to perpendicular square BC square plus base square, which is AB square. So base is 5 and perpendicular is 5 and base here is 12. This is 25 plus 144 shall give you 169. So therefore what is AC? 13. 12 169, which is 13 centimeters. Now we will proceed with the calculation of the various ratios. Sin A. Sin A is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular, the length of perpendicular here is 5. Remember BC. Let me write the side first. Perpendicular here is BC. Hypotenuse here is AC. So this is 5 by, and hypotenuse we have found as 13. So 5 by 13. This is the first one. Next one is cos A. Cos A, the formula was base by hypotenuse. In this case, our base here is AB and the hypotenuse is AC. The base is 12 and the hypotenuse is 13. So 12 by 13. Third one, tan A. Tan A, you know, is the ratio of perpendicular and base. So perpendicular by base. Perpendicular here is BC. Although remember AB looks like a perpendicular, do not confuse between the perpendicular and the base. Here BC is the perpendicular and base is AB. So this is 5 and this is 12. So tan A is 5 by 12. The next question is cosec square A minus cot square A. For this, let us first calculate cosec A. You know that cosec A is the reciprocal of sin A. So cosec A in this case we are getting as 1 by 5 by 13, which is 13 by 5. Also cot A is the reciprocal of tan, which we have calculated above as 5 by 12. So 1 cot A is 1 by 5 by 12, which is 12 by 5. Okay. So therefore what should be cosec square A minus cot square A? Therefore cosec square A minus cot square A. And remember cosec square A I told you is nothing but the square of cosec. And cot square A is nothing but the square of cot. Okay. So this is 13 by 5 whole square minus 12 by 5 whole square. So this comes to 169 by 25 minus 144 by 25. 169 minus 144 by 25. 169 minus 144 is 25. So 25 by 25. We cancel to give you 1. So value of cosec square A minus cot square A is 1. Okay. Number 5. The next question here is sine C. Now the things are going to change a little here. Sine C, when I am talking about C, instead of this angle being theta, now this angle becomes theta. Okay, this angle becomes theta when I are talking about sine C. So what happens is that this becomes my perpendicular, and this becomes my base. Okay. Now we shall proceed to calculate sine C because I know the length of the sides. So sine C is again perpendicular by hypotenuse. But this time perpendicular has changed because we are talking because the angle has changed. Perpendicular in this case is AB and hypotenuse in this case is AC. So sine C is AB by AC. The perpendicular is AB and hypotenuse is AC. And the length of AB here is 12 and the length of hypotenuse here we have got as 13. So it is 12 by 13. Let us write in brackets the length of the hypotenuse, say 13. Okay. So I hope you have understood distinction how to check which angle is, which is the perpendicular and which is the base. Any questions in that context? Yes, tell me any questions in that context.
No,
No.
sir.
So you know how to identify. Again, I tell you that your perpendicular and your base will depend on what angle you're talking about. Here we are talking about the angle C, so AB become my perpendicular and BC my base. In the earlier case for parts 1, 2, 3 and 4, we were talking about angle A. So that's why BC was my perpendicular and AB was my base. Okay. So now cos C. Cos is the ratio of base and hypotenuse. Now in this case, which one is my base? BC is my base. So instead of base, I'll write BC. And hypotenuse
AC.
is AC. EC is 5. This is 30. Okay. The next question is cosec C. You know cosec is the reciprocal of sine. So cosec C is equal to 1 by sine C. Sine C we have got as 12 by 13. So this becomes 13 by 12. And finally you have sec square C minus tan square C. So in order to calculate sec square C minus tan square C, I will first calculate sec C is reciprocal of cos C. And cos C here is 5 by 13. This is 13 by 5. Okay, now I'll proceed to calculate tan C. Tan C, now tan C again you can calculate as a ratio, okay, of perpendicular by base. Tan C is perpendicular by base. Perpendicular is AB, base is BC. And AB here is 12 and BC is 5. So this becomes 12 by 5. Or what you could have done is you could have calculated tan C as sin C by cos C also. 12 by 13 by 5 by 13 also you could have done. Okay. So once you have calculated sec C and tan C, now we will calculate sec square C minus tan square C. Sec square C minus tan square C is sec C whole square minus tan C whole square. So this is, we have calculated sec C as 13 by 5 and tan C we have calculated as 12 by 5. So this becomes 169 by 25 minus 144 by 25. 169 minus 144 by 25, which is again 25 by 25, which is 1. So the value of sec square c minus tan square c is 1. Okay, if you are getting any other values, it will be wrong. Why? Because you know that from this relation C, you know that sec square theta minus tan square theta will always be 1. So you should not get anything apart from 1. Okay, let us move on to the next problem here, number 3. From the figure given below, find the value of sin x, cot x, cot square x minus cosec square x, sec square y, tan square y minus cos square y. So here, this is my triangle, and I have this as a perpendicular. Okay. My first duty is, if you see in the question, the triangle is given, but the vertices are not labeled as A, B, C. So my first task will be to label. I call this as A, this as B, C, and let us call this as D. And in the diagram, this is given to be perpendicular. And in the diagram, the lengths that are given here are, this is given to be 3 units. This is given to be 4 units. This is given to be X. This is given to be Y. Okay. And what else is given? This is given to be 12 also. This AC. Okay. So now we'll proceed to see what we can do. First of all, sine x. So sine of this x. In this, so we'll consider this right angle triangle, ABD. If you want to calculate sine x, you must identify again the perpendicular and the hypotenuse and the base. So in this right angle triangle, this is my hypotenuse. So this is my hypotenuse. Okay, and which one is my perpendicular? This opposite side, this is my perpendicular, and this becomes my base here. Okay, so since I have identified everything in this triangle, now let's see how to calculate sine x. Now what do we need for sine x? Sine x is nothing but the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse. In our case, this is our perpendicular and this is our hypotenuse, but I don't know the length of the hypotenuse. So what I'll do is, from Pythagoras theorem, I'll first calculate the length of the hypotenuse AB. So I'll say in the right angle triangle ABD, or simply in triangle ABD, AB square is equal to AD square plus BD square, which is 4 square plus 3 square, 16 plus 9, equal to 25. So that means AB here is square root of 25, which is 5 units, because no centimeter, meter, nothing is given. We'll simply take units, 5 units. So we've calculated the length of AB. Let us write it in brackets here, 5. Okay, now we proceed to calculate the first ratio, sin x. Sin x is AD. Let me write perpendicular by hypotenuse. In the right angle triangle, in this right angle triangle, perpendicular is AD and hypotenuse is AB. So AD is 4 and this is 5. So sin x we have got 4 by 5. The next ratio is cot x. Now cot x again, in order to calculate cot x, we consider the same right angle triangle, this right angle triangle. But for cot x, you know that cot x is nothing but the reciprocal of tan. So let us first calculate tan. Tan x is perpendicular by base. Perpendicular here is AD and the base here is PD. So perpendicular 4 by base 3. So tan x we have got as 4 by 3. So therefore what should be cot x? Cot x is the reciprocal of tan. We get this as 1 by 4 by 3, which you get 3 by 4.
3
So
by 4.
cot x you have got. The third one is cot square x minus cosec square x. So what I'm doing is I'm rubbing all this, okay, so that the figure remains in the picture. It's easier to identify. I don't have to scroll. So the third one. Third question is cot square x minus cosec square x. Now cot x we have already calculated. So we calculate cosec x. Cosec x is the reciprocal of sin x. And sin x we had calculated as 4 by 5, right? Earlier in part 1, we had calculated this as 4 by 5. So this becomes 5 by 4. So therefore, cot square x minus cosec square x is cot x whole square minus cosec whole square. Cot x in the last in part 3, in part 2, we had calculated cot x to be 3 by 4. And cosec x is we have calculated above as 5 by 4. So this is 9 by 16 minus 25 by 16, which is 9 minus 25 by 16. 9 minus 25 is minus 16 by 16, which will give you minus 1. So cosec square minus cot square is minus 1. Next question is sec y. Now if you see y is in this right angle triangle. So this time we're going to consider this right angle triangle. But in this right angle triangle, do we know all the lengths? No, we don't know all the lengths. In this right angle triangle, this is my hypotenuse, right, which is given to us as 12. And we are talking about this angle y. So therefore, opposite to this angle will be my perpendicular. So here, this is my perpendicular. Okay, and consequently, this becomes my base. But I don't know the length of the base. So what I'll do here is, by Pythagoras theorem, I'm going to calculate the length of the base before attempting to calculate the ratio. Okay, so let's calculate first. In the right angle triangle, ADC, hypotenuse square, which is AC square, is equal to perpendicular square, which is AD square, plus base square, which is DC square. Okay, we need to calculate the length of DC. So we put whatever is given to us. AC is given to us as 12. AD is given to us as 4. Okay, and therefore we need to calculate DC. So therefore DC square comes to be, or maybe I can write it as 144 first. 12 square is 144 is equal to 16 plus DC square. That means DC square is 144 minus 16. So I think this should come to what, 128, right? Yes, 128. So how much is DC? Therefore DC here is square root of 128. Okay, and if you prime factorize square root of 128, you will get this as 2 to the power of 6, which can also be written as, or 2 to the power of 7. Yes, 2 to the power of 7 it is. If you prime factorize, this is a pure surd, square root of 128. We are trying to convert this to a mixed surd. 2 to the power of 7 can also be written as 2 to the power of 6 into 2. which can also be written as 2 cube whole square, because we need to express 2 to the power of 6 as a whole square into 2. So this becomes square root of 2 cube whole square into square root of 2. So this becomes 2 cube into 2 into root 2. So the 2 cube is 8. So this becomes 8 into root 2. So DC is 8 root 2. Now we are going to calculate the required ratio. What are the ratios here that we need to calculate sec y. The fourth one is sec y. For sec is a reciprocal ratio. So we first calculate cos y. Cos y. How much is cos y? Cos y is base by hypotenuse. And in this case, our base here is DC and hypotenuse is AC. So this is DC by AC. Okay, and DC here is, we have calculated DC as 8 root 2 and AC here is 12. This comes out to be 4243. So this comes out to be 2 root 2 by 3. This is cos y. Okay, and the last one is tan square y minus 1 by cos square y. So we first calculate, in order to calculate tan, we first calculate sin y. Sin y is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So in this case, or maybe we can calculate tan y directly. Let us calculate tan directly. Tan y is perpendicular by base. In this diagram, if you see which one is the perpendicular, AD, base is DC. So this is AD by DC. And AD is 4 and DC is 8 root 2. Okay. So I think I'll stop here. I'll complete this problem in the next class.